My God moment was happened several days actually during the week. It was around lunchtime every day. One of the homeowners would every day bring out big, like each of us a plate of brownies, and it was amazing because she had so many health problems that she had to deal with, and it was like obviously what we were doing meant so much to her that she was able to fight through all this pain just to make brownies for us. Really meaningful.
So our homeowner, obviously we come here because people are impoverished or out of work or, so you expect a certain amount of unfortunate circumstance. But the more that I talked to our homeowner, the more she was telling me about the trials and tribulations of her life growing up. Abusive family members, murdered children, stillborn children, just on and on and on, and not to mention the current health problems. And she just, she was sad about the things that had happened to her, but they had happened, and she was older now. And but despite all of these really tragic or tough or unfortunate circumstances, she had such an effortless faith about her. It wasn't anything to brag about that she had a relationship with God. It just was what it was. She didn't speak in platitudes, this too shall pass, and God giveth and he taketh. She just was a Christian, and she didn't brag about it. She didn't woe is me. It just was a part of her being, the same as she was 6 feet tall and blonde or whatever. And I just was so struck by how often we think the cool kids aren't Christian, so we don't tell anyone we are. Or we come to a mission trip and we want to be the most Christian. And I was just so struck by how it was just a part of her being, and it wasn't any more or less important than anything else as far as she was talking. So
my God moment would have to be at our work site in the first couple days. One of our homeowners, Eddie, he also had health problems. He had back problems, but he still really wanted to help us and be part of what we're doing. He didn't want to just sit by and let us work for him. He wanted to be with us and part of what we're doing, and that's my God moment.
So my God moment was probably how throughout the first 3 days, Darlene shared a bunch of personal stuff with us that most people wouldn't share with us about her family and all that, and also what I said about how Eddie had back problems, and he would get up and always try to do the work, and we'd always tell him to sit down, but he'd always try to help out. So, yeah.
My God moment was after working a couple days at our first site, we found out we got to work at a different place. We just got to meet multiple families and really connect with more people.
So my God moment was similar to the rest of my groups. It was our original homeowners. They had gone through so much. For example, Darlene had been fighting cancer since 1994, but God gave them strength to get through it, and they're happy to this day.
Okay, now, ready, take 3, go.
Worst part of your week?
Farts.
Charlie.
Oh, walking up Darlene's driveway.
Max.
Farts.
Jack.
Jack, part of the week. I don't know. Ashley taking away my DS. Yes.
Will.
I wasn't very impressed with the food.
Actually, yeah, that's
Best part of your week that's not a God moment?
Charlie.
After dinner, after the evening gathering and before bedtime. That was fun because we went to ice cream.
Max.
Whenever I got to hang out with the people I met there. Just in general, screwing around with my friends here. When we got to visit the waterfall for lunch.
I guess free time.
Best part of your week that was a God moment type thing. Not your God moment, but something sassy like that.
back to me.
Finally getting the jack to work under the house without it breaking boards or stuff.
What are we on?
Best moment of the week on the work side or with the family, kind of serious answer.
Can I pass? Come back later.
Getting to know Darlene and Eddie's story.
Not dying underneath the house.
Finishing putting the floor, finishing those sister boards.
Meeting all the dogs at the work sites.
All right, was the trip like you guys expected it to be?
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah,
Was anything not like you expected?
the sleeping quarters.
Yeah, sleeping.
It was
Terrible.
kind of bad in the sleeping areas.
All right, tell me something you learned about one of your fellow team members, and don't make it negative.
These guys, some of them went on a biking trip recently.
I don't know. Come back to me.
Ashley went to college in England.
Patrick's family is going to Maine for vacation.
Max does voice acting.
Jack went on college visits / is going on.
Alright, it's Wednesday morning. Let's see what's going on back in the kitchen. See, look at that. Jack sighting. Maxwell sighting. Charlie sighting. Assembly line up here, dishes.